friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here today because I'll be talking about my October TBR. I am so excited for October. I would be excited for October anyways, but I'm even more excited because I am co-hosting an awesome readathon called Halloweekend Readathon with Books with Lexie, Michelle from Michelle's Library, Erin, Megan, and Sav from Riveting Reads. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to spend the weekends with you guys in the most wonderful time of year, reading spooky books, watching spooky movies, and at the end of the month for the Halloween weekend, we are having a slumber party, and I am just so excited for it. I'm excited for every weekend, but I am way excited for that one. So getting right into the prompts, my first prompt, I am very excited. I'm gonna say I'm excited so much about every single thing in this readathon. I'm very, very excited, truly excited to read this book because I have been waiting to read it for this time of year. And it is a host fave. It's Erin, Megan's favorite, and that is Slewfoot by Brahm. This book is gorgeous. I had to get the physical. I'm borrowing it from my library because there are pictures in it, and also like the cover, stunning, stunning. Love it. This is about a woman who is kicked out of her village, super religious village in like 1600s, and something's going on in the woods, and I'm here for it. It is giving me the witch vibes, mega witch vibes in it already, just from the premise and the cover. And I love that movie so much. Thou want to live deliciously. Yes! The next prompt is to read a book with a Halloween word in the title, and for that I'm picking X by Thomas Helvelt. Olde Helvelt. I always forget the middle name. This cover too. Loving it. I love the burbs, the picture of the burbs, and then just hex here. I know this title has better covers, I think, but I like this one. It's working for me. And this is another witch book about a town in middle America with a witch. So I'm very excited about that. I heard great things about it. I loved Echo from this author. It was one of my favorite books this year. So I have expectations. Do I have expectations for this? I'm so excited to read this too. I've also been saving this for October. I tried to save all the witchy books that I wanted to read this time of year. And so my expectations and my energy is super high about them because I've just been waiting. I've just been waiting to read these books, and now is the time. I'm so excited for Hex. It's a witch book. That's all I need to know. The next prompt is to read your favorite subgenre, and my favorite subgenre in horror is cosmic horror. You know me, I'm quite the nihilist, so I love it. I love it. I feel at home in cosmic horror. And for that I picked The Fisherman by John Langan. I've heard so many good things about this book, and it was recommended to me a lot in my cosmic horror recommendations video. And yes, I'm very excited to read it. I don't know what it's about. Let me see what it's about. Okay, so this is about a fisherman who is a widower and becomes an alcoholic, and he's basically secluded in like a fishing town, and then he meets somebody who is out trying to catch a leviathan. I'm very intrigued by this book. I love the Cthulhu mythos. I love Call of Cthulhu stuff, and this is kind of giving me those vibes. I'm very intrigued, and I'm so excited to read it. The next prompt is Halloween vibes, and for this I'm going with Keelan Patrick Burke's Dead Leaves. This does not give Halloween. It does totally give Halloween vibes. The pumpkins on the cover. I think this is an anthology or a short story collection of Halloween stories, and we all know we love a good Halloween anthology over here. Trick or Treat is my favorite Halloween movie. I don't think any like horror anthologies really compare to Trick or Treat. Personal opinion there. So I'm very excited to read this. Anthologies are fun, and yeah, I'm here for it. The last main prompt for Halloweekend Readathon is genre blend, and I had a bit of trouble with genre blend because sometimes the genre blending is a twist in the books. So I don't like to know a ton going into books, as you guys probably notice. It's tough to choose because I have some that I know are genre blends because I read them. So it is tough, but I'm going with a Tana Hannah review book, Joplin's Ghost? Joplin's Ghost. And this is about a woman being haunted by a musician ghost in New Orleans, I believe. And this is like a historical fiction ghost story. And I'm so here for it. I love Tana and Review books. I love The Good House is one of my favorite spooky haunted house books. And I just recently read My Soul to Keep, which is her take on vampires, I guess, African Immortal series. And I was gonna go with the second book in that series, but then I was like, you know what, we need the spooks. I need the spooks, and I have the book. It's not in the greatest condition. Somebody's loved it, so I probably will love it as well. And yeah, I'm super excited to read Joplin's Ghost in October. Those are the 5 main prompts for the Halloweekend Readathon. I am going to do the bonus prompts, but I don't have all of those planned out yet, but I do have the first 2 planned. Novella, I'm going to read The Har by David Sodergren on Kindle Unlimited, and this is like a folklore horror book, I believe. I heard Spicy Cats talk about this. Kitty from Spicy Cats say that there is an exquisite kill scene in this. So I'm here for it. I want to read it so bad. And yeah, it will be happening in October. And then an author you love. And for that, I'm going to Books of Blood. I feel like I've talked about Books of Blood so much on my channel and my Bookstagram, and I have yet to read one story from it. What is wrong with me? I love it. Everything Clive Barker writes, pretty much. Like, I've enjoyed myself immensely, way too much with Cold Heart Canyon, and that book is like 600 pages. This is just a book of short stories, and I can't like open one and like read one. Or I haven't, it just hasn't happened, so I'm forcing myself. It will happen in October. Books of Blood is happening, and if it's like in the middle of the month when my sprints come up and I'm not reading Books of Blood or I haven't read it, you guys call me out. Call me out in the chat and be like, Katrina, you should be reading Books of Blood right now with this obnoxious sticker that's not a sticker on it from Hulu. Call me out. Hold me accountable, you guys. This needs to happen. I watched a lot of, I watched, what is it, Midnight Meat Train, Candyman. Like, these stories are important in horror community in general. So yeah, it just needs to happen already. And then the next prompt in the bonus prompts is new author, and for that I'm going to attempt to read Survivor by J.F. Gonzalez. This is a pretty rough book. You have to be in a mindset to read. It is about a woman who is kidnapped and forced to be in a snuff film. As you can see from the cover, it looks horrifying. I know this isn't as iconic as the finger cover, but this is what I got. I got this little trade of it, and yeah, hopefully this will happen in October. I'm gonna force myself. This is another one where I'm kind of like, probably because I just know it's gonna be really rough and difficult, and I don't usually go out of my way to read insanely difficult books. So I am in October though, and wish me luck. So the last 2 prompts for those bonus prompts are Halloween colors on the cover and a cover you love, and I haven't quite figured those out yet. So those will be a bit of a surprise, but those are definitely, what is it, like 8 books that I'll be reading for the readathon, and yeah, I will have so many other spooky books to read. Probably I'm just not super organized on my TBR right now. And then there's like a bunch of other really fun prompts. So there's going to be photo prompts, there's going to be activity prompts, and yeah, it's just going to be so much fun. So let me know if you're participating in Halloweekend Readathon. There's also merch. I will link the bonfire in the description box down below. And we should have our merch by the time it kicks off. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, it's going to be a blast. So let me know if you're participating, or let me know which book you're looking forward to reading in October. There's also like some books that I tend to reread, or some short stories that I tend to reread having to do with, you know, Poe and Sleepy Hollow. I just personally like listening to some Poe and the Headless Horseman during this spooky season. So those are just something that I do. It's like a little tradition of mine, along with, you know, carving pumpkins and decorating, and then decorating some more, and eating a bunch of candy and baking a bunch of goodies. Like, it's the best time of the year, and picking out your Halloween costumes and stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you know what you're gonna be for Halloween? Are you gonna carve a pumpkin? All that fun stuff too. And you guys have a great day. Bye.